Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another TEW2020 video. You join us for another WWE pay-per-view. It's one of the big ones, it is Money in the Bank 2021. This is basically near enough close to 1 year of the save already, which is crazy when you consider we're booking Raw, SmackDown and NXT. Because yeah, after another week of shows we are practically back where we started. So finally getting to do a Money in the Bank, which can change a lot of things. I'm certainly hoping here can open up opportunities for some breakout superstars. So no over 40s winning these Money in the Bank matches. We are all about the future and just making as many names as we can, because we're still not quite where I want to be. I still feel with a couple of people in terms of overness we're not quite there. So I'm hoping this can be the launch pad to some people's careers and they can have a good 2021 on the road to WrestleMania 38, which is fairly crazy. So as always, thanks for taking time out to watch the video, it's much appreciated, the support is always appreciated. Don't be afraid to get social, I'll be more than happy to reply back, get a wee chat about the old TW. So you know what to do to get social, and of course you want to buy the game or you want some mods, etc. Links are in the description below. Usual places we're going to be broadcasting the show, and in terms of venue, we are at the Progressive Field in the Great Lakes region, which is in Cleveland, Ohio. Last time we were in this area, March, so not too long. We had 11,000 in attendance, just under 34,000. It won't be one of our highest pay-per-views, but I just wanted to try something a little bit different. So I will rattle this to potters and let's get on with Money in the Bank 2021. So we start straight away with 33,199 at Progressive Field with an 8-man tag. And it was about to have a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling as the team of Drew McIntyre, Otis and the Street Profits defeated the Undisputed Era, Cole, Strong, O'Reilly and Fish. In 1854 with Drew pinned Roderick with a Future Shock DDT. 72 here. Fish is getting a little bit stale, Adam Cole looked good. And obviously my main feud here has been Adam Cole versus Drew McIntyre, but I want to do something with Roderick Strong, so we needed a kind of match up where the blame is at Roddy, and then he can kind of get a kick out from that. So I'm hoping that, I can start booking towards Undisputed Era going, alright, prove yourself because you seem to be the weak link here. So this can start that kind of thing. It gives positive momentum to Drew, to Otis, to Dawkins and to Montez Ford as well. And it's a pretty decent opener to start the show. Don't get our hot rating, but still I'm pleased with that, because it gets a lot of people on television as well, or on the pay-per-view broadcast. Because the pay-per-views are 225 minutes, and we have of course two brands colliding into one show, a lot of big names miss these pay-per-views, so it's a good opportunity to gain some good bits of overness if you're a lower member of the card, or on the roster anyway that's on the card. We then move into a match for the United States Championship, and about they had good heat and decent wrestling. I've opted for Austin Theory to defeat Aleister Black in 16-11 with the unproven cutter following interference from Murphy. Austin Theory wins the United States Championship, so a very solid 76 rating here, a 74 performance from Black, a 66 on Theory. I'm just getting all in Theory at this moment in time. I just want to try and push him forward to basically, as I say, if I get a main event at the age of 23, he's going to be there for a long time. But I wasn't really doing much with Aleister Black as champion, and I feel like with the Disciples as well and having that second tier belt, there could maybe be some jealousy from Murphy possibly, or just, Seth kind of going, alright, I'm a wee bit jealous of this wee guy. What can I seek to do with the main belt itself? So 76 for this, not too bad. A few negatives there, inconsistencies in Aleister Black's low morale, and it was just a regular matchup. And after the matchup, Aleister Black is beat up by the Disciples of Rollins. Of course, now back down to Seth Rollins, Austin Theory and Murphy, with Lars Sullivan now being packaged down to NXT. See if I get anything for him, or it'll be a release for him, which is a shame, but that's what it is. Next up, we're heading towards our women's Money in the Bank match, and we have Dakota Kai with a 69 promo. Really just saying, she's came up to the main roster, she's a W after W, she keeps on winning, and she's going to win this and become the future Women's Champion, whether it be on Raw or on SmackDown. However, when there is a promo like this, you know what happens. In a poor matchup, it was Liv Morgan who defeated Charlotte Flair, Dakota Kai, Sasha Banks, Bayley and Asuka in a Money in the Bank ladder match in 1830 when Liv retrieved the item. She wins the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So a 62. All the ladies with fairly level performances. The weakest actually was Liv. I've been quite lucky. Charlotte wanted to put Liv over. I think this should count towards it, but we'll check after the show. But yeah, 2 matches where Charlotte was going to put Liv over, so that was my feud going forward, and I felt like, well, you could end up having Liv versus Charlotte for the title, and Charlotte would still do the job. So, end of the day, we put Liv over anyway. She is your Women's Money in the Bank winner. We're changing the gimmick of Sasha Banks. She is grown stale as the boss, and she is now a woman on a mission, which is adequate. Because she's babyface, it's just like, here, I'm really, really good, and I'm going to become champion, basically. That's her whole gimmick in this instance. She's still the boss to an extent, but we're just that kind of babyface thing. I know she's not a great babyface, but it is what it is. Liv celebrates, 54. Go Liv. Next up was the Raw Women's Championship. It was a bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. And we had Shayna Baszler defeat Tegan Nox in 11:08 by submission with a Kimura. Shayna Baszler makes the 7th defence of the Raw Women's Championship. 65 rating here. Basically, we had given Tegan a lot of victories, gaining some good momentum, but the champ, dominant. Keeps beating people by submission, and Tegan Nox will not be the one to knock Shayna Baszler off the throne. Next up, we had the WWE Women's Tag titles on the line here, and about that had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. The team of Shotzi Blackheart and Ruby Riott, the Punk Rock Chicks, defeated the Iconics in 9:46 when Ruby Riott defeated Billie Kay with a Riot Kick. The PRC win the Women's Tag Team Championships. Just a 53. Honestly, the Iconics will do nothing with them on SmackDown, so I put the titles on them on Raw, just so basically I've actually got some tag teams, women's tag teams on Raw. I've got obviously the Robert Stone brand, just to name one. Or maybe others coming in the future from NXT. But I just felt like it was a good opportunity to get the belts over to Raw. It's a 3-hour show, they're going to get defended on Raw, they can get defended here. And it saved me just having to make the tag team champions kind of on all brands. So maybe at one point we might see the Iconics move to Monday Night Raw. Because we have so many people on the roster now, Raw had to get back to 3 hours to give people time. But storytelling match is why you're holding back there. Only 3 of the 4. But yeah, overall a good win for the Punk Rock Chicks. And their celebration was a 61. Long way to go with the women's division. Next up, we're hyping up the men's Money in the Bank, and a former winner, The Miz, with his wife Marisa, is back as his manager. I'm just cutting about how he's really come on his own since he ditched John Morrison, and it's back to being all about The Miz. And in this matchup, he's going to show each other why he is Mr. Hollywood, and that was a 67. So promo's not as strong with Maurice with him. And the men's Money in the Bank was actually good. Actually shocked me a wee bit, because it's weird. Ladder matches were not good for the product, but a Money in the Bank ladder match and the match pack I've got were fine. Thank you to the Who for the fantastic match pack. Top man. But anyway, and about they had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Angel Garza defeats Big E, Daniel Bryan, Karrion Kross, The Miz and Kevin Owens in a Money in the Bank ladder match in 21:38 when Garza achieved the item, and held Garza is your Money in the Bank winner. A 78. Best performance was Daniel Bryan. Karrion Kross was pretty good. The only people that really would say need the victory was probably either Garza or Big E. Kross is over enough. Kevin Owens, well, maybe needed a win to relaunch his career, but with what I've got planned, Garza makes a lot of sense. Next up with the SmackDown Women's Championship on the line, and someone else we've built up in the last couple of weeks with victories was Nikki Cross, and a terrible matchup saw Rhea Ripley defeat Nikki Cross in 10:05 with a handful of the tights. The 4th defence for Rhea Ripley. We've changed enough of the Women's Championships on today's show, so another dominant win for Rhea in a 63 rated match, but a good showing for Nikki, and hopefully she can progress going forward. And then after it, Nikki Cross just beats her up. But should have made it a wee bit shorter because apparently she didn't have the star power. But a 62 regardless. Did I book that for more than 5 minutes? No, that was only 4 minutes. So yeah, just not enough star power on Nikki Cross at this moment in time. Then we had a little heated confrontation backstage between the Money in the Bank winner Angel Garza and his friend, the WWE champion Andrade. Almost to say, oh, you get a championship, I've got a briefcase. Better watch out or I might just cash in on you. That's an 82. Universal Championship matchup saw the Bro, Matt Riddle, hyping up his match with Braun Strowman. It just says, bro, it's cool, defeated the Fiend, not scared of the Fiend. Braun Strowman's a big guy, but I can still make him tap, man, it's cool. I'll get him, it's fine. Usual Riddle, so laid back. But how will the match go? I'm intrigued with this one. Not good at all. So thankfully we didn't put it too high up the card, so we won't lose too much with that. But anyway, superb matchup. Matt Riddle defeats Braun Strowman in 1946 by submission with a guillotine choke. Matt Riddle makes defence number 1 of the Universal Championship. So a 72, 82 from Riddle, 80 from Strowman. The lack of selling, obviously, because you expect Strowman to, destroy people. And then a lack of psychology. So both of those and Riddle off his game is going to take a lot off the rating straight away. So probably looking at maybe an 80ish, I'd say, if he didn't have those penalties. But hey, it's fantasy booking. I wanted to put these two together. Lack of psychology is just a massive shame. Next up, we've got a promo from Johnny Gargano. He's hyping up his IC match with Finn Balor, with his manager Candice LeRae with him alongside. Gargano said, I've had this title nearly a year, and some guy that's just come over from Raw is not going to stop me. I beat him in NXT, and I'll beat him again here at Money in the Bank. And the match itself was good. Gargano defeats Balor in 14-15 with Hurts Donuts, following Candice LeRae's interference. The 17th defence of the IC title for Johnny Gargano. So I made this steal the show, put it as a co-main event slot. So I was at least getting something near the end of the show that was high, although my main event still needs to be the main draw, because that's 90% of my show. But yeah, Gargano's been solid as IC champ. I don't want to put him in the title picture just yet, but that might come sooner rather than later. But 17 defences and a year-long title run. Yeah, these two done well. Very, very happy with 80. Not quite where I want to be, but how long have I said that? Hopefully we get there eventually. There's your main promo rating. Paul Heyman just basically hyping up that Brock Lesnar is in this match. Although it says he's in his client, that's just the angle I use. But here we're really just saying Brock Lesnar's here. He's going to win the WWE Championship. Fair enough, he never won it at WrestleMania because he wasn't able to compete. He didn't win it at Deadly Games because someone else got pinned. But tonight it's Brock Lesnar, tonight it's Cesaro, tonight it is Andrade, and tonight is Brock Lesnar's night. So an 87, and the match itself was only an 81, which is a bit annoying. Superb matchup. Andrade defeated Cesaro and Brock Lesnar in 22-11, where Andrade pinned Brock Lesnar with the Brilliante driver. Andrade makes defence number 2 of the WWE title. Cesaro the weak link with just a 75, a 90 performance from Andrade, an 88 from Lesnar, 81 segment rating. So you're wondering why Andrade pings Lesnar. So if I give you my reasoning and thinking behind this, Brock Lesnar has a lot of overness. So obviously I want to try and take some of that overness off of him and onto someone else. Hence he took the fall. I don't particularly have an over-the-top babyface that's strong enough in this roster. Cesaro is probably one of my main over babyfaces, and he's not over at all now, he's capped. I need him out of the picture. So Andrade's obviously foreshadowing a face turn. He's already getting performances in ring out the park. If I can get his overness to that level, I genuinely have one of the best talents in the game if I can get him to where I think he can get to. So I think the show itself will probably maybe get about an 80. But we finished the show anyway. Andrade as your champion. Although with the wee tease earlier on, I think it gives you an idea of the programme going forward. There you go. Straight on an 80. Roddy was overused, so again we need to try and do something with Roddy Strong. and it didn't result in any popularity changes, which is good because we're kind of in the cusp of a couple of bad shows and we're kind of dropping. So yeah, overall, pretty pleased with Money in the Bank. We'll jump into the main screen just to have a wee kind of look at a few things just to see the aftermath, and hope, as I say, for some good stuff. We've actually got a wee bit of time now. I think it's 3 weeks before we have to book the next NXT takeover and the next WWE pay-per-view. I want to say it's the 4th week of June. Is it Backlash? I'll actually we'll check me back in it. So let's have a look at it. So the fans enjoyed the show. Hulk Hogan's finally retired. Anything else that directly affects us? Not that I can see. So the next event is the 4th week of June is Backlash. So I've got 5 weeks of build to get a good card together, get some storylines over. That's a good sign. Size, you can see we are just over from dropping to medium. Never mind going to big, going to medium. So I need to try and get some good shows where we get the pop over in the US. But the thing is, everywhere else is so close to getting to Titanic as well. So it's kind of very, very interesting threshold wherein we can either have a good show that propels us to the next level or a bad show that just cripples us for a bit. So it's a tough one. So these deals are all going. We've expanded in Europe on the WWE Horizons channel, which is just WWE Network. So I'll get more exposure in Europe, which will hopefully, it won't get as much more money, but it might give us more in terms of people viewing, so that might help other things. But we'll trial and error anyway. And Lahadera re-signs with AAA, which is annoying because she was going to be somebody that could have really went well in NXT, but not to be. Right, just we'll see when our contract's up next month, because then she'll be about 26, 27. So try and get her then. Apart from that, Shayna Baszler says Otis is a star in the making. 5 million viewers on the network, adding another 1.9 million buys on pay-per-view as well. So overall, nearly 7 million people watched the show, which I think is pretty damn decent for Money in the Bank. Look who's signing and joining next week as well. Jay White. What a signing. I've just decided anybody that's got loyalty in the thing, I'm just going to, I used to edit that out in the editor. Reason being, I'm sure Nakamura was loyal to New Japan, and look where he is. So never say never in the Wrestling Federation is a reason why I kind of just decided to get rid of that way. MD. So Bray wasn't even in the card, but we'll check a few people. Adam Cole is still really over in the States, just not elsewhere. But people wanted to check. Aleister Black took a big hit. We'll just try and take the winners and losers for that pay-per-view. Oh my word. Oh, look at that overness. Maybe not in some places, but oh, in the US. That's your champion, ladies and gentlemen. He is over. He is a bona fide superstar. Garza, good wee bit over in this game. Dawkins, did you gain anything for that matchup? 1. Austin Theory. So the Austin Theory thing is the same with anything else. If anyone's released or whatever with WWE, they'll be released in this. So if anything comes to that kind of situation, then he'll be dropping the title and released straight away in the spot. We'll drop him out to whoever. But at the time of recording, nothing has been confirmed by WWE. So yeah, we'll keep pushing them until then. Bayley 45, yikes. Becky's back soon as well, which is going to give us some good star power in the women's division. Brock dropped down 83, that's fine. He's obviously been all over the place because of jobbing to Cesaro, then he's over on his back and he's dropped it to Andrade. So he's been good in that regard, that he's been quite happy to do that. Cesaro actually probably gained some over on us for that, not a lot. Dakota Kai lost a little bit. Drew gained a tiny wee bit. Adam Cole actually, he's still over. Honestly, in an ideal world, Cole versus Andrade would be the program. Who else we got? It was Liv. 55 over this, that's not too bad. Riddle 82s, 83s. Nikki Cross still at 40. She's got a long way to go, but we'll build her up. Plenty of time. Rhea Ripley sitting at 58, 59. Sami Zayn 64. Sasha was at 49. Oh, we've got a long way to go with Sasha. We really need to build her back up. Shotzi the big win, so she's up to 49 over as well. Miz, Tessa Blanchard. Tegan Knox 52 over. Miz up to 74, so he's certainly benefiting. And Zelina Vega 64, which is not too bad because obviously she is just in a managerial role. But yeah, she's fairly getting over alongside her clients. If I can find it. Where is it? There it is. So that counted as a victory for Liv over Charlotte, although overness wise Charlotte might still want to put her over. So I've got 2 months and 3 weeks to put Jacob Fatu over AJ. I've got an idea what I kind of want to do regarding that, but it probably will be closer to the end of that, but we'll see what happens. So that is the WWE in May 2021. Thank you very much for watching, it's much appreciated. Thanks for enjoying the TW content. Stay tuned on the channel for more pretty much every day. For now anyway, which is still crazy, but I'm enjoying this game. Really enjoying this game. You can probably tell. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.